Now a 3rd and 2. Try and throw with Milton. He's got a man. That's Watson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's complete. Bryce Ford Wheaton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run with or not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, New Orleans. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. You'll find Montgomery out of the backfield.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away.
That one, take it in. Craig Coleman. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Milton. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Milton. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Milton. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
To the air once more is Milton. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Milton going to look to throw it again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing again is Milton. A toss left side, caught by his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air, it's Milton. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up the 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple of years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown Saints. On comes Josh McCarty for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Get out of the gun is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing, Milton. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throw on the run is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. This is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes becomes second and goal. The man in motion is Watson. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing now, Daniels. He connects with Palmer on that one. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
Well, the run. Certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Milton. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got it! And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tampa. Now Ryland for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and short, and it's Daniels.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, Daniels. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his big tight end. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, New Orleans. His second touchdown of this first half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, like the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
with the score.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Daniels. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and you get a fresh...
To the goal line and in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown Saints. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Achane. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Room to maneuver at the 35. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 2nd and 7. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he's into the end zone. De'Von Achane. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Daniels now on 1st down. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Daniels. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for a Saints.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, Yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun is Milton. Toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To the air once more is Milton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll run with H.N. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Try and throw with Milton. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Buccaneers. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
The kick is good. That ties the game, 35-35.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Important punt here in this tie game late. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield.
After 48
On the handoff, this is Achane. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's a first down and a gain of 13. The man in motion is Watson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down before a loss.
And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run.
This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And that'll set up 4th down.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Now it's H.A. And he'll take this down to about the 15. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This a potential game winner. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. H.A. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. They'll stick to the ground. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire